Recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
I got a whole lot of thing and I come from study. And now the whole world don't know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from study. When I'm gone, the whole world don't know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light. Ran the streets, tongue-tied, couldn't sleep like.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Here we starting lineups for your East Noble Knights. First of all,
and welcome in everybody to beautiful Kendallville, Indiana, for today's Class 4A matchup between the Leo Lions, entering with a 4-0 record, 2-0 in the Northeast 8 Conference. Leo currently ranking number 4 in Class 4A. They'll be taking on the host school, the number 3 ranked East Noble Knights, coming in with a 4-0, 2-0 record as well in the NE8. My name is Jeff Mahoney, everybody. We got Pat Ryth on camera. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Beautiful venue, our game of the week here in Kendallville, as we have had so many games of the week. And wow, what a game it was last week, with East Noble pulling out the 21-14 victory on the road at DeKalb, taking on the old defensive coordinator Ryan Robertson and the Barons. Riley Biddle, the senior quarterback, leading a game-winning drive with 54 seconds remaining in the contest. Leo started off the season with a 42-0 win on the road against Wayne, the Wayne Generals, before returning home and beating the Snyder Panthers 29-7, Huntington North 39-0, and then last week against DeKalb. Looking at the Leo Lions, they opened up the season hosting Bishop Lures out of the Summit Athletic Conference, winning that game 14-7, then hosting Angola, getting the 21-6 win. Traveling to Norwell, winning at 35-7, and then last week a 49-14 victory against New Haven. Looking at Riley Biddle, 6'1", 170 pounds. He's completing 58% of his passes and has 678 yards passing on the season, averaging 15.4 yards per reception, 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
And a junior, 5'9", 155 pounds.
On the ground, Biddle with 220 yards and 5 touchdowns. Last week, he was all over the place against the Barons. Biddle, who also is a starting safety, he had 136 yards against DeKalb while rushing for 117 yards with 2 touchdowns. Having a game high in rushing for East Noble was the freshman Austin Phillips with 22 carries for 147 yards and 1 score. Defensively, Biddle with 8 tackles, Austin Phillips with 5 tackles and 1 tackle for a loss. Looking at the Leo Lions, they are led by senior running back Nathan Foster, and what a season Foster is having with 720 yards on the ground, averaging 10.3 yards per carry, which is pretty much right in line with exactly what he averaged a year ago. In that win against New Haven, Foster rushing 15 times for 210 yards with 3 touchdowns. He had one that was a 100-yard game for him, averaging 14 yards per carry. Foster on the season, all 4 games he's rushed for over 100 yards. Anchoring the offensive line for Leo is Isaiah Kuhlman. Isaiah Kuhlman, who was featured on Summit City Sports. What a special athlete the senior offensive tackle is. Last year, first team all-conference NE8, goes 6'2", 275 pounds. In the heavyweight class in IHSAA wrestling, Kuhlman was a medalist, finishing 5th in the state. Then in the spring, as part of the Leo Rugby Club, was named D2 MVP. So obviously a special player right there. And when I talked to Coach Dorfler, he said, Isaiah moves very well for a guy of his size. There's no doubt about that, folks. He's very athletic. Obviously his wrestling and rugby background helps him on the football field with understanding body positioning and leverage. Offensively, he reminds Coach Dorfler a lot of former Northrop offensive lineman Jose Reduciendo, who was a North-South All-Star in 2021 as the Leo Lions take the field here in Kendallville. Finishing up the thoughts from Coach Dorfler, defensively, he's similar to Tristan Roberts and Lucas Sharon, 2 great recent defensive linemen in all-state selections there at Leo. The Leo quarterback is Titus Stoller, who's regarded as one of the top lacrosse players in Northeast Indiana. Stoller goes 5'9", 185 pounds, and he is a tough competitor. You really got to love the play of linebacker Brett Sauter, only a junior at 6'1", 215 pounds. Folks, I was a linebacker throughout my playing career, and I absolutely love watching Brett Sauter play. He's technically sound from the position, knows the angles to take on the offensive lineman to get the advantage. So keep an eye out there on number 25, Brett Sauter. Another impressive performer this year for Leo has been Paul Woods. He's a junior as well at 5'8", 190. Woods will join Nate Foster in the backfield for the Leo Lions, offering quite a 1-2 punch. Darian Trish, Nate Foster, Titus Stoller, and Isaiah Kuhlman out there on the field for Leo. And for East Noble, it's number 33. That's Andrew Oakes, who's second on the team with 26 tackles. Oakes, along with the big offensive lineman Hunter Shire, who goes 6'5", 250 pounds. Folks, this East Noble offensive line averages 239 a man. Also out there, number 1, Riley Biddle, who's covered up by the big offensive lineman. And let's get a look here at the last player for East Noble, as the flip is going to be won by Leo. They will defer, and East Noble will start this game off with the ball. So that's number 1, Riley Biddle, number 67, Hunter Shire, along with number 6, that is Aiden Lay. Aiden Lay, who's the halfback for him, the H-back, excuse me. So you'll see him lined up on the left wing and the right wing here for East Noble. Lay goes 5'10", 205 pounds. Does not have a carry on the season, but entering today with 2 receptions for 26 yards, an average of 13 yards per carry. Coming out to kick it off for Leo is going to be Isaiah Kuhlman, the big offensive lineman. Kuhlman with 18 kickoffs. He's also 3 of 4 when they call upon him for PAT duties. Your return men, Alex Phillips and Alexander Scott. Phillips goes 6'1", 180 pounds. He has 3 kickoff returns, averaging 23.3 yards per return with a long of 40. Alexander Scott has 1 kickoff return for 10 yards. He's their primary punt return guy. Scott wearing number 12 Scott wearing number 4, and it is Phillips wearing number 12. Speaking of Alexander Scott, he's one of the tops in the area with 3 interceptions on the season. As we are off here in Kendallville, off the hop, it's picked up by by Phillips, and he'll be drugged down at the 31-yard line.
Alex Scott on the return, stop made on number 57, Isaiah Kuhlman.
Tackled on the play by Kuhlman. So absolutely all over the field, you will see Isaiah Kuhlman. You know, this Leo offensive line was definitely the difference in that win against Bishop Luers early on this year. We finish our setup here as it's going to be Riley Biddle and Austin Phillips out on the field first for East Noble. So Phillips just offset left. That's Lay on the left wing. On the bottom of your screen is wide receiver Jack Slater. Biddle looking to throw it. That's going to be beat down at the offensive line by number 52, Cooper Olson. Great job there by Olson getting his big paws up. You know, that's what they tell you is obviously you're rushing the quarterback, but once that ball is getting ready to be thrown, you got to get your hands up in the air. Good pressure by that defensive line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Lay in motion. 2 wide receivers on the bottom of your screen. That's Austin Phillips carrying the ball in the left hand. And that'll be a gain of about 5 yards on the play, in on the stop. Once again, it's Cooper Olson, number 52. Great job there by Olson, scraping down the line and making the tackle from the backside. Also in on the stop, looks like that was number 4, Landon Foster. 3rd down and 5, trips to the top of your screen. That's Phillips, offset left for East Noble. Cover 2 defense being shown. Your safeties, that is Nate Foster on the top. Biddle, quick pass, and it's caught all the way to the 50-yard line. Gain of 13 on the play. With the reception there is Alex Phillips. Alex Phillips last year as a sophomore was a great running back along with Ian Ramey. Both were sophomores, a 1-2 punch. Handoff again to Phillips. We got a flag on the play. That flag thrown right away. Folks, we thank you for tuning in to Summit City Sports for tonight's big game. We do have 5 games on the docket for tonight. So legal formation going to be called against the offense. It's Northrop at Concordia. Northside is at Bishop Luers. That is another big game here in Northeast Indiana. Once again, trips to the top, 1st down and 15 as they're going to back it up 5 yards to their own 44-yard line. Lay now down at the line of scrimmage. Biddle out of the shotgun has Phillips. Phillips takes a handoff, makes the first man miss, and a nice run getting upfield. Getting in the backfield for Leo was Sam Snoffer. Snoffer had a good opportunity there for the tackle for a loss, but Phillips powering his way forward. Take another look here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. There's Snoffer in the backfield. A great job with the block. by the left guard here for East Noble. We got Hunter Shire, your left tackle, Braylon Shire, the left guard. Hunter Smithson is your center. Samuel Strader is the right guard, and Xavier Palacios is the right tackle. Short gain on the play, and that looks like that will be a tackle for a loss. Coming up off the pile, once again, it's number 52, Cooper Olson, who has absolutely come to play. Now, East Noble's going to be identifying Isaiah Kuhlman every single play, trying to stay away from the big man. But coming from that defensive tackle position, I mean, Cooper Olson is doing an absolutely great job of winning that battle at the line of scrimmage, pushing the offensive lineman back into the backfield. Brings up 3rd down and 6, 9:13 on the clock. Play action pass. And that pass intended for number 4, Alexander Scott. Scott, who is a senior at 6'2", 175 pounds, entering today with 12 receptions and a team-high 269 yards receiving. He averages 22.4 yards per reception, 67.3 yards per game. 4 touchdowns on the year as well. So Riley Biddle back to punt it. Biddle with 2 punts on the season. It said 0 yards on Max Preps. I don't know, sometimes importing to Max Preps doesn't always turn out the way you hope it would. Back deep to return it is Nate Foster, and that's a beautiful punt angle towards the sideline and rolls all the way to the 5. Did you guys just see that? It looked like for sure that punt was going to kick out right around the 8-yard line, and sure enough, it came back towards the center of the field. So when you got it going on, you got it going on. Beautiful punt of over 40 yards on the play right there. It makes the turn. So coming out, we're going to see Titus Stoller in this Leo offense with Nathan Foster in the backfield. Spread formation to start this game for Leo. It's 1st down and 10, ball at the 6, 9:01 remaining here in the first quarter. Hand off to Foster, and he is stuffed, nowhere to go. Coming in on the stop, that is number...
Foster on the carry, stop made by number 55.
Yeah, it's 55, Tayden Getz. I mean, Getz has been outstanding. He's got 17 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, and 4 QB hurries for the junior, who goes 6'1", 225. Last week in that game against DeKalb, it was Getz with 9 tackles and 1 tackle for a loss. Folks, his 9 tackles was a team high. 2nd down and 10. Stoller going to keep it himself. Lead blocking, and it's fumbled. Picked up on the play. Looks like that is number 6 for East Noble. Aiden Lay with the fumble recovery. Huge play for this East Noble defense, as that's the first turnover of the game. Take another look at it here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Good pursuit from behind, and with the swipe, that's Austin Phillips. Folks, Austin Phillips is just a freshman.
Knights will have the ball first.
At 6'1", 200 pounds. Outstanding job. So 1st and goal from the 8-yard line here for Riley Biddle and the East Noble offense. Handoff goes to Phillips. And boy, that hole closed quick. That's coming up for the tackle was number 44, Sam Snoffer. Snoffer once again entering today with 17 tackles, 5 tackles for a loss. His 5 TFLs ties him for a team high. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line, 7:52 on the clock. Phillips offset right. They're going to hand it off to the big man again, trying to get the edge, and he's in for 6. Touchdown, East Noble Knights on the board with 7:43 remaining here in the first quarter. So a costly turnover here for Leo inside their own red zone. And in to attempt the point after kick is going to be Evan Sells, a sophomore at 5'7", 145. The kick is up, and it is good for Sells. He's now 13 of 14 in PAT attempts on the season. Take another look here at this touchdown by the freshman Austin Phillips. He's already got an offer to Toledo. Some people say, hey, that's a little bit silly they're offering a freshman, but Toledo is showing the love to Austin Phillips. I have been told that he has visits scheduled for Ohio State and I believe Notre Dame. Weston Ott, who is a defensive lineman over at Cherubusco, he'll be at Notre Dame this weekend. Not for football. He's one of the state's best shot putters. So just like that, East Noble with 7:43 on the clock puts 6 on the board. Back deep to return it is Nathan Foster. Foster, who has 3 kickoff returns on the season, averaging 24.3 yards per return with a long of 27 yards. His up men, it's number 33, Brody Reimer, along with number 2. 2's Foster. I'm trying to see the other number for the guy on the bottom of your screen. I believe that's Paul Woods. So the kick is going to be fielded by number 32, Aaron Perlick. Perlick busted it out to the right side over the 40 before he's chopped down to the 41-yard line. In on the stop is number 4, Alex Scott. Folks, Alex Scott's going to be all over the field for you. Entering today with 11 tackles, 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions and 121 return yards via those interceptions. How impressive is that, everybody? Second possession of the game here for the Lions. 1st and 10 from their own 44. 7:35 on the clock. Foster offset left, and Austin Phillips, they're the outside backer. That's Aiden Lay, who's showing blitz from the middle. Now it's Oaks in the middle. East Noble doing a great job of disguising these linebackers. Stoller looking to go deep on his first pass of the game. Great coverage on the play, but they will call pass interference on number 5. That is Jack Slater.
Flag on the play.
Pass was intended for number 13, Landon Kinchy. Kinchy, a sophomore at 6'1", 165 pounds. So it is going to go against Jack Slater. Slater entering today with 14 tackles and 1 QB hurry. He goes 5'9", 155. Looked pretty clean. There could be some hand fighting there. 1st and 10 now from the Knights' 41-yard line. It's the Lions on the prowl. Wide receiver to the top of your screen is Luke Tackwell. Tackwell goes 6'2", 185. Riley Biddle playing the receiver in the slot, excuse me.
Foster on the carry side.
That's Nate Foster with a gain of 6 yards.
6, 2nd and 4.
In on the stop, once again, Andrew Oaks. Oaks with 26 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks, 3 QB hurries, and 1 fumble recovery on the season. They can also use him as a running back. He's got 3 carries out of the backfield for 21 yards. Offset left now is Foster. Here on 2nd down and 4. Stoller looking for it all, has a man, and it's caught. And it could be wrestled away for an interception. And the signal is touchdown, Leo Lions. What a play right there. Hauling it in for the Lions.
Still waiting on a signal.
That was Luke Tackwell, the big wide receiver. For Tackwell, that is his first touchdown receiving of the season. PAT is up. And it is good by Leo Zink, who's now a perfect 13 of 13 in PAT attempts on the season. Folks, take another look at this one. Titus Stoller, game in, game out, getting more and more comfortable with his passing. Plays this one perfectly, lofted right into the breadbasket. I mean, defense couldn't have been much better. They're saying Tackwell had possession, and getting his paws all around it was number 3, I do believe, there for East Noble. As we take one more look at it on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Number 3 being Aiden Bilby. That was number 3.
Phillips and Scott's deep for the Knights.
Bilby, a senior at 5'8", 145. So once again, it's Scott and Alexander. We already got a flag here before Isaiah Coleman. We got a sideline warning going to be called against East Noble. Referee taking control of this game early on, talking to head coach Alex Stewart. Coach Stewart just nodded his head here. Coach Stewart has a 17-2 record in his second year here at East Noble, 71-41 record overall in his 11th year. Jason Dorfler is the head coach for Leo, 31-10 at Leo in his 4th year at the school, 54-68 overall, 12 years of coaching. And it'll be picked up off the hop. Scott looking for a seam, and all the way to the 36-yard line as he is pushed over. Excuse me, that's Alex Phillips, the junior, at 6 foot, 180 pounds. So bring out the East Noble offense for the 3rd time in this game. Riley Biddle in company. We talked about the O-line averaging 239 a man across the board. East Noble only has 5 fumbles on the season. Only one of those has been lost. And this is an offense that has had to replace 6 starters from a year ago. One of those being Dylan Krell, who was one of the top players in Northeast Indiana. And another flag false start going to be called against the Knights. Looking at this defensive line, we've been calling his name all night for Leo. That's Cooper Olson, number 52, a defensive end. Gus Stuckey, defensive tackle. And Isaiah Coleman, the right tackle. Defensive end Sam Snoffer on the bottom of your screen. Snoffer wears number 44 for Leo. We actually have a 3-down lineman front right now as Biddle looking in the air, has a man wide open, and it's caught. That is number 4, Alexander Scott, in for the touchdown. 69-yard score, pitch and catch for the East Noble Knights. East Noble taking back this lead at 13-7. What a beautifully placed ball there by Riley Biddle. As we take another look here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay, folks, Riley Biddle has an absolute special arm. He turns it into a whip. As you can see, that ball zip. Scott's got it and outraces the defenders to the pylon. In for 6. And I apologize, but the PAT is good by Evan Sells. Wow, what a game we have so far. Fireworks here from Kendallville, Indiana. And I don't mean the big cannon. Folks, today's game is brought to you by Big Eye Fish. They've been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eye Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers from bid to build, providing peace of mind during the entire process. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or other criminal accusations, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. So 6:29 on the clock. I mean, wow, the first touchdown was at 7:43, so that's 21 points combined in about a minute and 20 seconds. Paul Woods wrestled his way to the 34-yard line. Talking about Paul Woods, he's got 25 carries on the season, good enough for 108 yards, averaging 4.3 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns and a long of 17 yards. Riley Biddle not playing defense. Oh, no, excuse me. He's out on the field currently, your single safety. Now we got 2 safeties. Foster, offset right. Oaks showing blitz and brings it. Foster running that direction. Was able to get past Oaks, who hung on for the tackle. Looks like a gain of 8 yards on the play by Nate Foster.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Foster is very, very good at these subtle little movements to make defenders miss. I think of LaDainian Tomlinson when I see how shifty he is in those holes. Right there, that extra burst. And that's what you want, folks. See the hole and explode through the hole. Spread formation with Foster offset left, 2nd down and 2 from their own 43-yard line. Titus Stoller finds the hole, and that's a first down. Austin Phillips with the tackle. And that's what Titus Stoller brings to this team. He is a tough competitor. He's not scared to put his shoulder down. Right here, Stoller faking the handoff there, saw the opening, and that looked like a designed run all the way. Foster now looking to cut it outside, escapes the tackle of Riley Biddle. And right there, folks, that is the greatness of Nate Foster.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Try to get this one in before this hurry up gets to the line of scrimmage. Foster right here. Ooh, that was the play before. Take another look at it here in a second. 2nd down and 1. 4:58 on the clock. Handoff to Foster. Looking to bust it out wide and does. First down here for Leo and then some. That's a gain of about 8 yards on the play. Aiden Lay with the spot. He wears, with the stop, he wears number 6. Here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Wow, Leo's getting to this line of scrimmage quickly. You see how Foster can just run his way through tackles, keeping that leg drive going. First down and 10 from the Knights' 31-yard line. 4:30 on the clock here in the first quarter from beautiful Kendallville, Indiana, where they got a brand new turf and a brand new video board at one of the best football complexes in the state. Foster marching his way, cutting across the grain all the way down to the 11-yard line. That is a gain of 20 yards. You see how easy he makes a gain of 20 yards look? Nate Foster, who went up against the best defensive line in Northeast Indiana in Bishop Lures in week number 1 and did great against the Knights. So cutting across the grain there, using the defender's momentum against him. 1st and 10 from the 12, so Leo can pick up a first down. That's Titus Stoller on the read option down to the 5. Gain of 7 yards for Stoller. Riley Biddle in on the tackle. Biddle currently on the top of your screen. Number 5, Jack Slater, is the cornerback. Biddle's covering the man in the slot, which is number 8, Foster Swaney, a junior at 5'10", 160. 2nd down and 4. Ball is at the 6-yard line here for the Lions. on the jet sweep. That's a pass, everybody, to Tackwell, that was Foster Swaney, and that's a no gain. Guys, I've been seeing a lot of jet sweeps this year, and a lot of them are handoffs, but that right there is a pass. And it's a very, very smart play because, if I'm not mistaken, if that ball is not corralled, it's an incomplete pass, but I have to double-check that one. When I was at St. Francis, all of our jet sweeps were that subtle little toss right there. So on the wing is number 25, Brett Sauter. Look for the play to go his way. He is a great, great blocker. In motion now, and it is Foster going the way of Sauter. No stop there as Riley Biddle comes up, denying Nate Foster. We have to look at that one again on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay, as it is hurry up. They're getting to the line of scrimmage. See Sauter in motion right there, and heck yeah, that's exactly where they go. 4th down and 2. Check with me for Titus Stoller as he looks over to head coach Jason Dorfler on the sideline. Coach Dorfler has his father on his staff. That's Dean Dorfler, who is a longtime coach at Concordia. Timeout going to be called by the Leo Lions.
Leo, timeout. Check out the scoreboard. When is the last
Folks,
time
Sioka Cleaning and Restoration provides commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge training program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge. So on 4th down and 2, Titus Stoller under center. Paul Woods is your fullback. Nate Foster takes the handoff and nowhere to go. Austin Phillips with the tackle for a loss, and that's a turnover on down. Wow, freshman Austin Phillips bursting through the line of scrimmage for the stop. One more time here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Look at Foster hovering over the center there and fends off the guard to make that stop. He's only a freshman, everybody. I mean, Jake Clemens goes 6'3", 250 pounds. So East Noble in a similar situation to what Leo had on their first possession, as they're backed up inside their own 10-yard line. Ball at the 7 for Riley Biddle and company. Austin Phillips offset left. That's Aiden Lay on the wing. Phillips found the blocking of Lay, and he's got the second level, and then some over the 40, and the tackle will not be made. A 93-yard touchdown for Austin Phillips. And the fireworks continue here in Kendallville, Indiana. Wow! Look at the young man run following his lead blocker, Aiden Lay. Woo! I mean, Austin Phillips might need a little bit of a breather after this sequence of about 4 plays. Austin Phillips is on one here in Kendallville. Sells in for the PAT. And it's up. And it's good. The cannons are a-firing here at East Noble Knights Stadium. Take another look at it, folks. Check out the lead block by Lay right there. Runs right through the defender. Austin Phillips right through the tackle right there. Austin Phillips, 93-yard touchdown run. Run, young man, run. Rumbling down the sideline. Toledo's like, we see you, Austin Phillips. We love number 2 in Kendallville. Austin Phillips showing you the breakaway speed there as he gets that momentum going. And once again, folks, cannot say enough about that block from the wingback, the H-back, Aiden Lay. So, 1:38 on the clock here in the first quarter. East Noble to kick it off again. Perlick and Woods with Nate Foster back deep. Let's see if they continue to kick it away from Foster, who's averaging 24.3 yards per return. Sells kick, and it's going to be taken by Woods at the 18-yard line, making his way to the middle of the field and drugged down to about the 34 with a 10-yard return. So Leo on 4th down and 2 from the 4-yard line, stuffed by Austin Phillips, going to come out and try to make it happen again. Titus Stoller has been impressive throwing the ball, and still extremely hard to stop the running of Nate Foster. Trips to the top of your screen, wide receiver on the bottom. I believe that's number 13, Landon Kinsey. Foster takes the handoff, nowhere to go, tried to spin off his own blockers, and Andrew Oakes is there with the stop. Oakes flexing for the home crowd fans. Foster currently with 49 yards rushing on 8 carries. Stoller has 18 yards rushing on 3 carries and does have that fumble. That was a fumble that was caused by the freshman Austin Phillips. So Austin Phillips continues to add to his highlight reel, which would make most seniors in the state of Indiana blush. Trips to the top of your screen, 2nd down and 10 for the Leo Lions. They're going to go back to Foster and nowhere to go. Great job by this defensive line led by Tatum Getz. Landon Mills also in on the stop for East Noble. I mean, Getz is really turning into something special here for East Noble. Take a look at the 2 defensive linemen. It's Mills on the bottom. Getz is in the middle. And both of them are just doing a great job against this offensive line, blowing them back. So 3rd down and 10 now. Ball from the 33-yard line of the Leo Lions. Stoller looking to go deep and has a man. It's caught for a 1st down. That's Landon Kinsey at 6'1", 165 pounds. Excuse me, that's Luke Tackwell with the grab for Leo. I mean, Titus Stoller is really turning in to a complete quarterback. His passing has been on the money, as that's going to do it for the first quarter. Stay with us, everybody. You're watching Indiana High School football here on Summit City Sports. We got a good one in Kentonville, Indiana.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Welcome back, everybody. First down and 10 from the 50-yard line. Stoller being pressured by Lay. Escapes the first, but now it's Austin Phillips with the sack.
Stoller on the carry, stop for a huge loss.
That was Lay coming in there with the pressure. Stoller was able to evade it, but Austin Phillips was there in on pursuit. Check out, that's Lay right there bursting through, then scraping off the edge was Phillips. I mean, the freshman's closing speed is absolutely outstanding. Loss of 8 yards on the play. Foster offset right. Stoller with spread formation looking downfield sideline, and that goes through the hands of Kinchy. That is a tough play for the wide receiver as he has to contend with the sideline. You got to keep your feet inbound while hauling that ball in. So, wow, what a game so far here. 21-7 as we start the second quarter. Spread formation. 2 defensive linemen out of the 2-point stance. Looks like that's Oak. Foster goes that direction, and it's fumbled, but ground caused the fumble.
Foster on the carry, ruled down.
Folks, the defensive lineman on the top of your screen out of the 2-point stance is number 55, Taden Getz. So between Getz and Mills and Lay, they do a really good job of disguising where these guys are going to line up. That time it was 2 defensive linemen out of the 4-point and 1 out of the 2-point. So in to punt it here for Leo is Kellen Halbert. Halbert's had a great year punting the ball. That ball rolling in for a touchback. It was nearly blocked. Halbert averages 42.3 yards per punt. We'll take another look at it as this one was almost blocked. Let's see who came through here. And right up the middle, I couldn't tell if that was Phillips. Scott was back deep to return it, but holy moly, whoever shot through there, they shot through like they were shot out of a cannon. Look at the East Noble band right there doing a great job playing for the fans in between possessions. You gotta love that. And they're down on the track facing the fans. Usually the band would be up in the stands with the fans. First and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Biddle with the handoff. And we have a new running back in. I believe that's Lucas Nyman.
Lucas Nyman on the carry.
It is Lucas Nyman. So they are going to give Phillips a breather. Nyman, just a sophomore, wears number 25, goes 5'9", 150 pounds. Entering today, 27 carries for 222 yards, averaging 8.2 per carry, with a long of 58 and 2 touchdowns. That 58-yard run, folks, was against the Snyder Panthers. The Panthers, who won the state championship in Class 5A in 2023. Nyman on the near sideline ran over the defender en route to the touchdown. It was such an impressive run, and everybody in the stands was saying, well, that's just East Noble football. We got all kinds of running backs. Unfortunately, in that game, Ian Ramey was hurt with a broken fibula, and I did have a chance to talk with his mom. Ian's doing well. He is out for the season, but we wish him all the best and a healthy recovery as he's going to have a great senior season. Biddle with a pump fake on the outside, and that is nearly intercepted. That was Isaac Smith, number 19 for Leo. Smith with 5 tackles and a pass defended entering today. He's only a sophomore at 5'9", 155. And Biddle on that one just locked in on the receiver, and that was played nicely by Smith. That's one thing you want to do, even if you know you're going to go a specific area with it. Just look them off real fast. Turn your head to the center of the field, then come back. Now, Biddle's in for the punt attempt here on 4th down and 6. Foster back deep to return it. Good punt and fair catch called by Nate Foster. And I can't tell you how important that was by Foster. Now, he had to come up and snag that ball on the dive. That's how much confidence he has in his abilities. If he were to let that one go, because that was a knuckler, there was no spiral on that punt. So that ball can get hit by the wind and bounce all over the place. So a little bit misjudged right there, but he was able to dive forward and make the catch. If he doesn't make the catch, that ball probably rolls another 20 yards, which is not good for Leo. 1st down and 10 from their own 43-yard line. 9:06 to play here in the second quarter. Play action pass. Stoller's got a man, and it's complete to the 47-yard line. Great catch on the play is number 13, Landon Kinchy. Kinchy and the Leo Lions. I mean, that has been the brightest part of this team so far in this game, has been the passing. Folks, there is live stats for you on PressBoxStats.com. Both East Noble and Leo use PressBox. 3 of 4 for 52 yards with 1 touchdown is Titus Stoller so far. 2nd down and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Handoff goes to Foster, and this offensive line is getting absolutely no push. That's Andrew Oakes in on the stop. Also was number 55, it looks like, Tayden Getz. I mean, this defensive front 7 from East Noble is strutting their stuff so far. Here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay, you see the 3-down defensive lineman, and crashing, that was Oakes. Holding his ground was Getz. 3rd down and 7, 8:18 on the clock here from their own 46-yard line. Stoller going to keep it himself, and that play was absolutely blown up by Getz. Foster could get no push on that block. I mean, hey, guys, has this defensive line responded from last week's game? Yeah, I think so. You know, Coach Alex Stewart said, what did the team take away from the walk-off win at DeKalb? Our kids played with great resilience. They never quit, and they did not back down in the face of adversity. That's what I'm seeing out here on the field. This punt, and it does end up getting a Leo roll, as Scott was playing with it a little bit there. That was Caden Dahl, number 18, with the punt. So it's looking like Kellen Hulbert not playing in this game, as I have not seen him on the field so far, folks. And Kellen Hulbert is a difference maker, make no mistake about it. On offense, on defense, and on special teams. Kellen Hulbert is a very special player for Leo. He's a senior, wears number 10 at 5'9", 170. He averages 21 yards per kickoff return. How about that? 1st down and 10 now from their own 14-yard line. 7:31 on the clock. It's Phillips offset right. Play action pass. Look at Biddle moving the pocket there. Lofts this one up. And boy, tracking it all the way was Tanner Mickelson. Mickelson with 6 tackles and 3 passes defended on the season. He's a junior at 6 foot 165. I mean, Riley Biddle just reached back and let that ball fly, and Mickelson was really about the only one to have a play at it. 2nd down and 10 from their own 14. Leo showing blitz. Sauter in the middle at linebacker, and that is going to be dropped Looked like might have been a bad snap. Paul Woods was bringing the pressure, number 24 for Leo. We'll take another look here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Great job by our cameraman, Pat Wright. Oh, come on. By Pat Wright giving us this tight look here. It's going to look great if I can ever get the replay to go. You see the pressure coming. That's Woods right there in the middle of your screen. Burst right through the offensive line. 3rd down and 18 from their own 6-yard line. Biddle stepping up in the pocket, and wow, completes this pass. And it's Alexander Scott. Walks through one tackle. And 6 foot 2 inch, 175 pound Scott picks up the East Noble Knights first down. And that first down is sponsored by State Farm Savings and Care, Zach Pruitt, as they have the big graphic on the beautiful video board. You got to love it, guys. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Play action. Phillips has a man, and that's Phillips. Riley Biddle completes it to Alex Phillips. Alex with a team-high 22 receptions entering today for 207 yards, an average of 9.4 yards per reception. He's got a long of 25 and 2 touchdowns. He also has 4 carries on the year, averaging 8 yards per carry. And that's the one thing about East Noble. Heading into this game, they have played a tough schedule, everybody. You got Snyder, Huntington North, and DeKalb. Huntington North beat Columbia City last week, and Huntington North almost beat Northrop in week number 2. Northrop has the number 1 ranked player in the state for the class of 2026. Austin Phillips falling forward to about the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 6 yards on the play for the freshman. Now, the number 5 ranked player in the class of 2027 is Malik Moore from Northside High School. And in the class of 2029, Austin Phillips most certainly going to be on that 247 Sports list. 2nd down and 5 from the Leo 49. Jet sweep goes to Phillips. And there's a flag on the play in the area of holding.
There's a flag on the field.
We'll see what the referee comes up with. We do have the referee mic'd for today's game.
Offense. 10-yard penalty.
So a 10-yard penalty called against the Knights. It's still 2nd down. That's going to bring up 2nd and about 15 yards from now their own 39-yard line. So currently East Noble going in the wrong direction as we got 5:04 on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. Spread formation. Aiden Lay currently not out on the field. Phillips in the backfield. Biddle, quick pass, and it's caught. And pushed out of bounds is Alexander Scott.
Pass complete from the forward. Alex Scott, chased out of bounds by number 1, Tanner Nicholson.
Up next for East Noble, they're going to be at Norwell. They're going to finish off with Norwell, Columbia City, New Haven, and Belmont. So definitely the tough part of the conference schedule early here as we are in week number 5. Holy smokes. We are past the halfway point of the regular season. Can you believe it? It just goes so fast. 3rd and 6 from the 50. Biddle looking downfield, has a man. It is caught! Austin! Riley Biddle to Jack Slater for the 50-yard touchdown. East Noble now up by 20, 27-7. I mean, what a beautiful deep ball there by Riley Biddle as he's able to find Slater. Slater, his first touchdown reception of the season. Sells with the PAT. Your holder is number 18, Easton Klein. And it's up, and it is good for the Knights. What a game, everybody. Here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay, Biddle knew where he was going the whole time. Slater, with his speed, was able to get past the defender, Reed Setzer, for the touchdown. Once again, another beautifully placed pass for Riley Biddle. Folks, thanks for joining us. Once again, you are watching Summit City Sports. My name is Jeff Mahoney, and that is Pat Reith on camera. Get some updated scores for you as Southside is up 12-0 on Wayne. Concordia up 27-0 on Concordia, and Bishop Lures leads Northside 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. Lures scoring on the opening kickoff. Can you believe it, everybody? So looking at Riley Biddle, he's now 2 of 581 yards and the touchdown. I'm not sure if these stats have updated. Let me refresh. Six of 10, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns. That sounds a little bit better. 182 yards passing for Riley Biddle, and we got 4:38 left to play. That's going to be a timeout taken by East Noble. We'll take one with them. You're watching Indiana High School football here on Summit City Sports. How about those deep balls by Riley Biddle?
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Welcome back to East Noble. 4:38 on the clock here in the second quarter. It's taken by Woods again, his 3rd straight kick return. Woods breaking tackles. It busted out the right side. He's tripped up from behind by Alexander Scott. I mean, how did Woods even escape from that mess that he was in? Because it was a big one. We were bunched up there on the wedge. You can see the kickoff return team forming a very good wedge. The up men right there. And Woods, it's like, there's like 3 guys have hands on him. How did he get out of that one? Luckily for East Noble, Alexander Scott was there with the shoestring tackle. First down and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Trips to the bottom of your screen. In motion is number 11, Kloffenstein. And nowhere to go for Nate Foster. Tackle for a loss by Austin Phillips. I mean, Austin Phillips, this is one of the best individual performances I've seen all year, and he's only a freshman? I mean, all the fans in Kendallville that pack the house week in, week out are in for a real treat, are they not, for the foreseeable future? Wide receiver on the bottom of your screen is Luke Tackwells. We have trips to the top. 3:51, second down and 11 after the 1 yard loss by Foster. Stoller rolled to the side of Foster. He's pressured. Gets the pass off. That's pass interference as they're going to throw the flag. That was pass interference. No doubt about that one. I believe that was number 5, Jack Slater. But yeah, I mean, you can't obstruct the receiver from coming back to the ball. East Noble fans are like, Jeff, whatever, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. But check it out here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. I mean, he had the arms locked there of Landon Kinchy. I don't know why everybody keeps looking at me. This is how I see it. 3:31 on the clock, first down and 10. Foster busting it out wide, nowhere to go. Look at the defense string this play out. Alexander Scott was there for the Knights, along with, I believe that was Andrew Oakes.
Alex Phillips on the stop.
My goodness. Talking about playing sideline to sideline, that's what the East Noble Knights do. They get all 11 hats to the ball, which is exactly how you're taught to play. I mean, Alex Phillips is wanting that tackle right there, but in his way was his teammate, Alex Phillips. Austin Phillips and Alex Phillips, they're over there fighting for the tackle. Second down and 9, and we need a TO, baby. We need a TO to regroup on this one. Bishop Dwenger is beating Homestead 9-3. Carroll 27-7 over Snyder. Northrop 34-0 over Concordia. Bishop Lures 14-7 over Northside, and Southside 12-0. Wow, everybody. Let's take another look at this play because this is textbook pursuit. In pursuit drill, you have a running back, and the running back just runs as wide as they can to the sideline. Therefore, all the defenders have to go track them down. The weak side defensive end and the weak side cornerbacks absolutely hate that drill. All right, so I got a bunch of text.
Goes pass incomplete. Third down.
So with 7 broadcasts going on tonight, got people texting me about other games. Third down and 9 from the 44-yard line. 3:17 on the clock before the half. East Noble has put on a show, and that's an understatement. Pistol formation. The handoff goes to Foster. He's got a big hole. Bursts through the first tackle all the way to the 30-yard line. That is a gain of 14 yards on the play. Look at this burst of speed by Nathan Foster. Here from the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. I might have to get out of this one, but boom, right there. See the hole? Explode through the hole. Offset left is Foster. Stoller, gonna have to pull it down. Man cover downfield, and escapes the tackle. I mean, did you see that vicious pursuit by Tayton Getz? I mean, Getz looked like a shark out there. And what you really like about these East Noble defenders is they're coming in with the hard swipe. We saw that on the first series when Austin Phillips was able to knock the ball out of Stoller's hand. That time, holy moly. Guys, that's a defensive lineman, Tayton Getz. 6'1", 225 pounds. I think college coaches are pretty excited about his size and athletic ability. Second down, and I would be. Second down and 13 from the East Noble 33-yard line. Stoller, and we got a flag on the play. Now, folks, I do not coach college football, although I was with the University of St. Francis football program for 10 years as a videographer, just kind of all around helping the program. But how about East Noble alum Dylan Krell getting the start last week for the Cougars up at Lawrence Tech? Krell with 5 tackles, a fumble recovery, and a sack. That's a true freshman getting it done, helping his defense pitch the shutout. 2nd and 18. Look at Foster escape through that hole. Guys, we have to take another look at it, although we're not going to have much time because there's 2:40 on the clock and ticking. Looks like Leo will huddle up. And this is what Foster does. He can escape out of a phone booth easily. Foster right here jumbled up, just running his way through arm tackles before being tripped up. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10 from the 30. Stoller has Foster offset left, spread formation, showing blitz are the Knights. Stoller lofting it up, and he's got a man, and it's caught. Luke Tackwell out at the 3-yard line. Cannot say enough about Titus Stoller and his throwing in this game. He is absolutely on the money. Now let's see what the referee has to say about the flag on the field. Wow, Titus Stoller. I mean, the improvement that he has made from week 1 here to week 5 is impressive. Pass interference called on the defense as the play will stand. Remember, everybody, we have live stats on PressBox, PressBoxStats.com. Stoller 3 for 6, 52 yards and a touchdown. And there's no way that's correct because we got to update it with that last one. So we just need to refresh a little bit and wait for the stats to catch up. So it's going to bring up 1st and goal, ball at the 3-yard line. This is the area where you bring number 25 in the backfield, but they're going to stay spread with Foster offset left. The pitch, oh, and it's a reverse. Taking the pitch there was number 43, Sam Miller, and it's fumbled, and the Knights have the ball. Holy cow.
Sam Miller on the carry, stop made by the Knights. Fumble recovered by number 55, Caden Getz.
That was Caden Getz with the recovery. Let's take another look at this one. I love the reverse action we got going. Miller around the right side, and right there, that big hit. The forced fumble and the fumble recovery. One more time by Getz. Pow! That jarred it loose. It was probably the second man, I think that's Aiden Lay, that forced the fumble. Oh man, Taden Getz, everybody. He's vying for first team all-conference honors as a junior. Looking great so far. Out of the shotgun is Biddle. Woods showing blitz, backs off. Austin Phillips has it and nowhere to go. Great job holding the edge. That was number 4.
Stop made number 57, Isaiah Kuhlman.
Landon Foster and Isaiah Kuhlman. Foster doing a good job there of turning that play inside for Kuhlman. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Knights. Biddle looking in the middle of the field, and he's hit by Sauter. Short gain on the play. Also in on the stop was number 52, Cooper Olson. Brett Sauter, everybody. as we're probably not going to be able to watch this replay. 3rd down and 8 from the 12. We're inside a minute to play. 57 seconds and counting. Remember, folks, Leo will receive the ball to start the second half. A defensive score right here would be huge for the Lions to get some momentum back, as it has been all. Offside's going to be called on the defense. So East Noble getting a little bit more breathing room here. It's going to be 3rd and very manageable, about 4. They got it 3rd and 3 from the 17. Biddle on the quick out, and Scott turns around. The ball is right there. That's textbook right there. That's a timing pattern. Scott, the ball is already in the air when Scott makes his break. Timeout going to be called by East Noble. But check this one out, all the young football players. Riley Biddle is throwing to an area right there. Scott on the comeback pattern right there plants, and the ball is right on the money to his outside shoulder. The outside shoulder is important because now there's a little bit of separation between the defender and the ball, and with that, Scott is shielding the defender with his body. So pack stands over there on Leo's side, the Leo student section in full force. Pack stands here over on East Noble's side. I mean, East Noble actually starts packing the stands. They're pretty much packed by 6 p.m. But the track is lined. I mean, there's nowhere to even stand to watch hardly anymore. What a great atmosphere here in week number 5. Just week number 5. This matchup between East Noble and Leo, I'd say the past 7 years, at least the past 5 years, has been the best rivalry in Northeast Indiana, bar none. 1st down and 10 for Biddle. Rolled out to his right, has a man across, and it's picked off. Paul Woods with the interception. Looking for some blockers down to the 31-yard line. I told you guys how impressive number 24 Paul Woods really is. Woods on this play has to kind of go against his momentum, kind of contort his body to reach back. You see him there from the linebacker position right now off the screen. And excuse me, he just jumped that route right there. That's aggressive defensive play by Paul Woods and the Leo Lions. 11 seconds remaining for Titus Stoller in this offense to get 6. Stoller looking for a man, and he's got him. Kinchy with the stiff arm, taken out at about the 14-yard line, could not get out of bounds. But East Noble, or Leo, excuse me, is going to call its last timeout. So good use of timeouts here by head coach Jason Dorfler. Landon Kinchy, once again, only a sophomore at 6'1", 165. And once again, this one timed perfectly by Titus Stoller.
Columbia City, DeKalb 21-7.
Columbia City beating DeKalb 21-7. Look at that pocket right there. In between Alex Phillips and Aiden Lay. I think that's Slater, number 5. These new uniforms, they do a good job of bunching up. We're 5s, 8s, 3s, 6. It's all the same. Field goal attempt. And now East Noble.
Timeout, East Noble.
Going to call the timeout. You better believe East Noble's bringing the house on this one. With the field goal attempt will be Leo Zink, number 23. But yeah, Columbia City on top of DeKalb now. Everybody was so shocked last week. I mean, I was shocked too. That DeKalb comes out in that game and is just handling it to East Noble. I shouldn't say handing it to him, but giving him a game, a really good game. And, you think about it, Ryan Robertson, the head coach at DeKalb, was a DC here at East Noble. Andrew McCormick, I believe he's the OC over at DeKalb. And by the way, folks, Andrew McCormick and Elijah McCormick are not brothers. That's my bad. As a field goal is no good. And that is going to do it for the first half, as we've got zeros on the board. Wow, guys, what a first half it was. Fireworks galore. East Noble takes the 27-8 lead into the break, and they will have the ball to start the second half. My name is Jeff Mahoney, folks. We're going to put this ad up a little bit, and then we're going to have the band for you here from Kendallville, Indiana.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important, to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Stella Hansen is the daughter of Diane and Seth Hansen from Kendallville, Indiana. She is involved with East Noble Volleyball. Stella is accompanied this evening by Bo Sterling. Bo is the son of Robin and Bo Sterling of Auburn, Indiana. He is involved with East Noble football and basketball. Our second freshman candidate is Layla Ogle, the daughter of Jason Stoneberger and Sherry Ogle of Kendallville, Indiana. She is involved with East Noble cheerleading. Layla is accompanied this evening by Finley Rimmel. Finley is the son of Ashley and Bradley Herman of Kendallville, Indiana. He is involved in East Noble baseball. Our sophomore homecoming court, Evelyn Shockey is the daughter of Erica and Josh Shockey of Auburn, Indiana. She is involved in East Noble basketball, softball, and volleyball. Evelyn is accompanied this evening by Max Benedict. Max is the son of Nicolette and Zachary Benedict of Fort Wayne, Indiana. He is involved in East Louisville basketball and tennis. Also, Gabby Skimmerhorn is the daughter of Nathan and Rachel Skimmerhorn of Kennedyville. She's involved in pageants and is a dancer at TC Dance. Gabby is accompanied this evening by Kyle Thompson. Kyle is the son of Earl and Jenny Thompson of Laville, Indiana. He is involved in FFA. Our junior candidates, Avery Amstutz is the daughter of Shay and Luke Amstutz of Leato, Indiana. She is involved in East Louisville basketball, East Louisville soccer, and AAU travel basketball. Avery is accompanied this evening by Colin Sill. Colin is the son of Lacey Wisher of Kendall, Indiana. He is involved in East Louisville marching band, jazz band, theater, and winter guard. The second junior candidate is Grayson Coons, the daughter of Josh and Cassidy Coons of Laville, Indiana. She's involved in East Louisville cross-country track, student council, Common Grace Ministries. Grayson is accompanied this evening by River Charles. River is the son of Renee and Jesse Charles of Kendall, Indiana. He is involved in East Louisville cross-country, swim, dive, and track. Now it's time for senior homecoming members. Izzy Leffers, the daughter of Trina and Joe Leffers of Cherubusco, Indiana. She is involved in East Louisville volleyball, unified basketball, unified cornhole, the Champions Together Committee, and National Honor Society. Izzy is accompanied this evening by Hunter Shire. Hunter is the son of Matt and Stephanie Shire of Kendall, Indiana. He is involved in East Louisville football and basketball. Addison Fry, the daughter of Richard and Stephanie Fry of Kendall, Indiana, is involved in East Louisville soccer and National Honor Society. Addison is accompanied this evening by Sam Strader. Sam is the son of Kevin and Tracy Strader of Kendall, Indiana. He is involved in East Louisville football, National Honor Society, Impact Program for Auto Mechanics. And Lily Reed, the daughter of Rachel Osborne and Seth Reed of Albion, Indiana. She is involved in East Louisville show choir and theater. Lily is accompanied this evening by Jacob Spencer. Jacob is the son of Melissa Spencer Walker of Kendall, Indiana. He is involved with East Louisville golf and tennis. It is now time to name this year's homecoming king and queen. Delivering the crown and tiara is East Louisville High School's homecoming queen of 2024, Ray Davis. Now it is time to officially crown our new 2025 East Louisville homecoming king and queen. Our 2025 homecoming king is Hunter Shire. And our 2025 homecoming queen is Izzy Leffers. Congratulations to the king and queen and the entire court. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome to the field your East Louisville Marching Knights, the band's competition show. This year is titled Searching for the Blue Skies, featuring Goodbye Blue Skies, Mr. Blue Skies, Don't Be Sad, and Golden Hour. This year's production features musical soloists Colin Sills, Evan Wilson, Curtis Lay, and Brooke Boland. These solo marching knights will be competing at Carroll tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. and at Noblesville next weekend. Now, drum major Boston Goons, Dave Bonson, and Curtis Lay, the field is yours for your first halftime performance.
and don't be afraid of the dark.
can see clearly now, the rain has gone. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
The marching knights are under the direction of Rob Wilson and Mike Carey. Staff includes Corey Skidwell, David Hirschfield, Matthew Gammon, Megan Stoffer, Kevin Hadel, Donna Russell.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
But I got a hold of everything and I come to stand. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come to stand. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street line. I was trying to shout harder than the street light. Ran the streets sometimes, couldn't sleep like.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Coach down there at the alumni table. Once again, 4955063.
Welcome back, everybody. What a game here in Kendallville, Indiana on homecoming night. East Noble and Leo, both teams undefeated. This game will go a long way in deciding the NE8 conference champion. Let's take a look at the scoring and how everything started here on the clock. Phillips offset right. They're going to hand it off to the big man again, trying to get the edge. And he's in for 6. Touchdown, East Noble Knights. On the board with 7:43 remaining here in the first quarter. Leo responded right back. This beautiful pass by Titus. Offset left now is Foster. Here on second down and 4. Stoller looking for it all, has a man, and it's caught. And it could be wrestled away for an interception, and the signal is touchdown. Throwing it for the Lions. East Noble then responds. For Leo, we actually have a 3-down lineman front right now as Biddle looking in the air, has a man wide open, and it's caught. That is number 4, Alexander Scott, in for the touchdown. And then East Noble back to the set left. That's Aiden Lay on the wing. Phillips following the blocking of Lay. And he's got the second level and then some over the 40. And the tackle will not be made. A 93-yard touchdown for Austin. For the freshman, his second of the game, 5th of the season. 3rd and 6 from the 50. Biddle looking downfield, has a man, and it's caught! Austin! Riley Biddle, 28-7. East Noble on top. So we get ready to start the third quarter here at East Noble High School. And back deep, they're going to kick this one to, that's Aiden Lay who picks it up from the middle of the field. Lay looking to break through a tackle, spun down around the 31-yard line.
Woods on the return.
So we will see Titus Stoller and the Leo Lions. Stoller in the first half, 4 for 7 passing, 68 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. He also had 6 rushes for 7 yards. Nate Foster, 16 rushes for 81 yards, good for an average of 5.1. As the handoff goes to Foster, right away he has to escape defenders in the backfield, doing a great job getting upfield and nearly bust that one loose. That's a 15-yard gain for the fabulous senior Nathan Foster. Take another look here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. I mean, Foster, this could easily be a tackle for a loss. Most running backs aren't going to be able to get out of that jam right there. And once he gets the edge, nearly slipped that tackler to take it to the house, but was pushed out of bounds. First down and 10. Stoller, looking at the bottom of your screen, has a man, Kinchy. And you can see Kinchy right there was anticipating the hit from Getz. I mean, Getz has been an absolute monster in this game, showing such great athleticism for the 6'1", 225 defensive lineman. As Getz right there, crashing hard from the line of scrimmage. Second down and 6 now from their own 49-yard line, 11:08 on the clock. Foster again takes a handoff, and they're going to push him over for the first down. Loss of forward progress takes him to about the 41-yard line. Good job there by the offensive line there after a gain of 7. Foster doing what he can to matriculate that ball. Stopped right there, and you see the push by Isaiah Kuhlman. Kuhlman, one of the best heavyweight rustlers in the state of Indiana. It's going to bring up first down and 10 from the East Noble, and blitz being shown there by Lay. They're going to go that direction. Foster, nice spin move breaking out of a tackle. Good lead block down the field. That was number 3, Luke Tackwell.
Nathan Foster on the carry stop.
Boy, the college coaches are going to love that when your big 6'2" wide receiver is blocking the way Tackwell does downfield. Foster right there. No real penetration there from the defensive line. Beautiful spin move. You see Tackwell right there. Great blocking. First down and 10 from the 19. Guys, remember, Leo had the ball in the red zone and all the way down to the 4-yard line, and there was a turnover on downs after Austin Phillips burst through the line and had the tackle for a loss. So yes, it's 28-7, but Leo really has done a good job moving the football. 9:47 left to play here in the third quarter. Spread formation, Kinchy on the bottom of your screen. Offset right is Nate Foster. In the slot there, Jackson Kloffenstein, a junior at 5'10", 160. Blitz being shown by the backers, not happening. And I'll tell you what, if you're the East Noble defense, you're going to bring up those guys to the line of scrimmage. Might as well stun them.
Alex Phillips on the stop. Third and
playing patty cake with this offensive line is not going to cut it. The Leo offensive line averaging 239 a man across the board. You're talking about Darion Treesh, Hayden Roberts, Damian Coulter, Jay Clemens, and Isaiah Kuhlman, the senior at 6'2", 275 pounds. Kinchy, Kloffenstein, Tackwell up top. Offset right is Foster, takes the hand. No, Stoller's got it himself. Perfect read by Titus Stoller. 11-yard touchdown. And just like that, Leo opens the second half with 6. 8:41 on the clock. So 3 minutes and 19 seconds to get that ball into the end zone. Jason Dorfler and staff doing a good job with the halftime adjustments. PAT attempt is up, and it's blocked. Biddle was in the area. I believe that was number 50, Landon Mills.
The winner is Terry Lewis. Terry Lewis, the winner of the
First off, we're going to look at the touchdown. Check out this read by Stoller. As Foster crosses the body, puts it in his belly, and pulls it out, untouched for 6. And then on the PAT, check out the middle of your screen, because I believe this block comes from the middle. I'm going to slow it up for you guys, give us an opportunity to see what really happens here. I don't know. It might have been off the edge. Was that number 1? Was that Riley Biddle? Look at the bottom of your screen. That's Riley Biddle right there, number 1. Scrape and lays out for it. I mean, lots of guys in the area. Flexing on it was Landon Mills, just a sophomore. Getz is a junior. Mills is a sophomore. I mean, these guys. Last year, lost 9 starting defenders. Really 10 when you consider Mason Trish. But I don't think I was including Riley Biddle as a starter last year. So let's say you lost 9 defenders, and these guys come back out and entering today's game, averaging 5.3 points per game given up by the East Noble defense. Isaiah Kuhlman, that's going to be bottled by the up man. He's got it now and hit at the 37-yard line with a loss of forward progress. Looks like that was Nate Foster with the stop. Lucas Nyman picking the ball up there, one of the up men. Lucas Nyman getting a carry there in the first half. The sophomore running back here for East Noble, providing outstanding depth. There's not many teams in the state of Indiana that do strength and conditioning better than East Noble, and I stress the conditioning part because a lot of these guys go both ways and they will play all game and they just never seem to slow down. As a matter of fact, it seems like they get better as the game goes on. 1st and 10 from the 38, swung out wide to Scott. Alexander Scott going to be pushed out at the 49-yard line of East Noble. That's a gain of 11 yards on the play. Alex Scott, special player, once again, only a junior. And you know, last year when I was talking with the athletic director, Luke Amstutz, longtime coach here at East Noble, led them to a state championship game. I believe that was 2019. Austin Phillips gets the edge again, this time to the 44, a gain of 5 yards on the play. And I said, Coach, how are you stepping down from coaching and you got this senior class returning with Dylan Krell, DJ Plattner, all these great players? He said, yeah, this class is good, but wait till you see the sophomores. That sophomore class are all juniors now. Riley Biddle with the stiff arm. Biddle, hard to bring down, out at the 36-yard line. Gain of 10 yards on the play. I mean, Biddle is a rustler as a quarterback. When he was a youngster, he would compete in national tournaments and was literally one of the better wrestlers in the country. Now, that can be a little bit skewed because they have national tournaments all throughout the country, so it may not necessarily be your best collection of 8-year-olds at that national tournament. But still, hey, Austin Phillips this past summer, a national champion in the shot put as a middle schooler. 1st and 10 from the Leo 36-yard line. Swing pass to the right side. Once again, Alex Scott makes a man miss. Turning on the Jets all the way to the 19-yard line. That is a gain of about 16 yards on the play. Alex Scott has the juice, everybody. You can see it. He sees a hole and he hits it and he explodes through that hole, as you should. 1st and 10 now from the 19-yard line. Pistol alignment with Austin Phillips in the backfield. Another swing pass. This one goes out to Alex Phillips. Phillips makes the first man miss and drug that tackler down to the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 8 yards on the play by Alex Phillips. Think East Noble's not too happy with the way Leo came out here in the second half? I mean, they're acting like it. And when you see this kind of hurry up and this sense of urgency, think of the final drive that you saw last week with Riley Biddle pitching that ball all over the field. 2nd down and 2 now from the 11-yard line of Leo. Handoff to Austin Phillips, bursting through the line of scrimmage all the way to the 3-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play. I mean, looking at Austin Phillips right here on the PressBoxStats.com feed. Once again, folks, PressBoxStats.com. It's kind of like was a Game Changer back in the day? Either way, Austin Phillips, 9 carries, 127 yards for an average of 14.1. Oh, yeah, and he's only a freshman. 6:28 remaining. And all the way down to about the 2-yard line. Coach Alex Stewart had his hands up for the touchdown, as blocking his view was a mass of O-linemen led by Hunter Shire. Shire 6'5", 250. Hunter Smithson goes 6'1", 315. Those are your 2 biggest offensive linemen. But going from left to right, Hunter Shire, Braylon Shire, Hunter Smithson, Samuel Strader, and Xavier Palacios. 2nd down and goal from the 2-yard line. Biddle going to keep it himself. Was spun forward. Was nearly projected into the end zone, but I believe taken down at the half-yard line. Entering this game for East Noble is number 33, Andrew Oakes, the senior backer at 5'10", 190 pounds. They're going to line him up on the right wing. Austin Phillips in the backfield with Riley Biddle. Alex Phillips, your wide receiver. Now he's on we got a double wing there with Aiden Lay and Oakes. It's like a triple wing. You're like a double tight end wing. Biddle in for 6. No doubt about it. Riley Biddle for the score. For Riley, that's his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Just love watching number 1 compete. You know, I talked about personalities of quarterbacks. I mean, Riley Biddle's just tough. Running, throwing, on defense, never giving up, relentless. And the kick is up. And it is good. Wow, everybody. Back-to-back touchdowns to start the second half. Unbelievable, wouldn't you say? Hey, did you know that today's broadcast is brought to you by Big Eye Fish? They've been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eye Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenwiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process, from bid to build. Visit OttenwillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or other criminal accusations, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. That's Sioka Cleaning and Restoration. Guys, Rocco Sioka is having one heck of a junior season there at Indiana State. They even got him working on the jet sweeps. And we're being told that Rocco might be trying to transfer to IU next year. Taken down was Kinshi. With the stop is Lucas Nyman.
Number 25, Lucas Nyman, the winner of the alumni drawing.
So 4:55 remaining in the third. It's going to be first down and 10 from their own 31-yard line for Leo. Leo opening up the third quarter, driving straight down the field. It's a touchdown drive of about 65 yards. Unofficial. Stoller out of the shotgun, offset right is Foster out of the spread. They got a man on the wide receiver screen, and it's caught by Tackwell to the 39-yard line, a gain of 8 on the play. Luke Tackwell goes 6'2", 185 pounds, the wide receiver from Leo. He also has 7 tackles and a pass defended on the defensive side of the ball, averaging 12.9 yards per reception. Had that beautiful touchdown catch in the first quarter. Second down and 2 from their own 39-yard line. This time it's Foster over the 40 to about the 41-yard line. That's a first down by Nate Foster. Aiden Lay in on the stop. Number 6 here for this East Noble squad. Working with a 3-3 defense. 5 DBs, which is more and more common here in football. Kinshi takes the out pattern to the 49, gain of about 7 yards on the play for Leo. 3:51 on the clock. Going to bring up about second down and 3. Stoller running the play in. 3:27 and counting. Plenty of time here for Leo. No need to panic. Foster in the backfield out of the spread formation. East Noble brings 4, and that pass is just overthrown. Intended for number 11, Jackson Kloffenstein. Kloffenstein entering today with 2 receptions for 48 yards and a long of 39. Thank you, everybody, to tuning in to tonight's game presented by Summit City Sports. My name is Jeff Mahoney, and we have Pat Reith on camera. Pat has seen a lot of great games here at Kendallville. 3rd and 3 from their own 49. This time it goes to Woods. Woods with the first down there, showing you the strength of Paul Woods. Once again, in on the stop was Landon Mills, the sophomore defensive lineman. Mills entering with 8 tackles, 5 tackles for a loss, 1 sack, and a team-high 7 QB hurries. He's also got a forced fumble. Does Mills, only a sophomore. So now we're at the East Noble 45-yard line with Stoller out of the shotgun, trips to the right of your screen. That's Foster in the backfield. And flags are a-flying here at East Noble. False start. That'll back him up 5 yards to the 50-yard line. Be first down and 15 from the 50. Hope you guys had a chance to check out the Summit City Sports Sunday Spotlight. The Sunday Spotlight focused on St. Francis coach Eddie Nolan, who's been coaching at St. Francis for 26 years, also coaches track and field at Southside. Adam Sherman was a part of that story as well, the head coach. Quick pass. That's Kloffenstein again. 2 receptions on this drive.
Pass complete, number 11, Hoppenstein.
So a gain of about 3 yards on the play will bring up 2nd down and 12. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here. Don Gura is an agent at State Farm, has his sponsorship on the video board here at East Noble. Spread formation on this 2nd and 12. Blitz being shown, and they're bringing it 5 on the rush. Wide open! And that pass was just thrown a little bit behind the intended wide receiver. Take another look at it on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. For Leo, I believe that was Foster Swaney up top, number 8. As you can see, Swaney was right there, just thrown a little bit behind him. Over the left shoulder, he was looking for it over the right shoulder. Motion to trips to the bottom of your screen, Foster offset right. Here on 3rd down and 12, Nate Foster running right into the blitz, and he could have it for 6. Nate Foster takes it to the house from 47 yards out. Nate Foster showing you his greatness. He's a game breaker. So 35-19 is your score after that big touchdown run by Nate Foster. Leo is bringing the pressure on the right side of the defensive line as they walk that linebacker up. And that's exactly what you want to do, is you want to attack that pressure as an offense. You want to fight fire with fire, use that aggression against them. Remember, folks, the last PAT was blocked, and I believe it was blocked by Riley Biddle. But check this out, everybody. I'm on slow-mo so you guys can see the pressure coming from the top of your screen, and Foster goes right there. It was a good job by the offensive lineman, number 62, Hayden Roberts. And then Foster, whoop, doing the rest. And that's not even in super speed. That's just this young man's speed. There's Nate Foster right there. Get away from tacklers. Great touchdown run by the senior running back, Nathan Foster. For Leo, Foster now 22 carries for 179 yards, 1 touchdown, averaging 8.1 yards per carry, and that long of 47. I mean, just unbelievable with Nate Foster the last 2 years, averaging around 10 yards per carry. And basically what that means is in every single game, he's breaking one for 40 to 50 yards. And he's breaking multiple runs for 40 to 50 yards. It's just what he does. He just has a knack for it. First team all-conference a year ago was number 2 in purple. Isaiah Kuhlman with the kickoff. That's a toe basher, and it'll be picked up off the turf by Scott. Scott, nowhere to go. Great job by the kickoff unit. And getting down there first was number 32, Perlick. Aaron Perlick, just a freshman. Perlick's a running back linebacker at 5'9" for the Leo Lions.
What appears to be their 24-yard line.
So you have 2 of the best offensive players in the NE8 when you look at Riley Biddle. Now, Riley Biddle was not an offensive I don't think he was first team last year. I'm pretty sure he was not. Huntington North's quarterback was really good. I can look that up for you in a second. 1:42 left to play in the third. First down and 10. But Riley Biddle certainly is a special QB. In motion on the jet sweep. That's a handoff to Alex Phillips. Alex Phillips busting tackles. Over the 50, the 40. Nobody's going to catch Alex Phillips for the touchdown. 76-yard score for Alex Phillips. Holy cow, everybody. Remember last year, Alex Phillips was about the 4-string running backs in a loaded RB room. I mean, these guys are not easy to bring down. And we are just exchanging blow after blow here at East Noble High School. Wow. PAT by Sells. It's up and it's good. Bring the cannon. Woo! Big cannon boom. Take another look at this beautiful run on the jet sweep for Alex Phillips. Coming out of the slot. See, that's a handoff right there. So if that ball hits the ground, it is a fumble. But working its way through tackles, the ankle tackle's not going to bring him down. And final effort right there with the push was number 9, Reed Setzer, the senior, 5'10", 165. That's Alex Scott. And that's a big touchdown run of 76 yards, everybody. I mean, 76 yards, that's not a bad game for you. Even better touchdown run. Time for Leo's offense to get back on the field. We'll see if this East Noble defense can slow him down. Titus Stoller putting the ball in the air and having success. It's made it a little bit more tricky for this Knights defense. Maybe we can't load the box as much to stop Nate Foster. But Nate Foster doing a good job of finding where the pressure's coming from and diving right into it. They're trying to disguise Foster there on the returns, moving him around a little bit. Once again, it's Woods who is set up deep in the middle of the formation. KOR unit. That was Brett Sauter that actually returned that one all the way to the 39-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Leo Lions. 42-20 is your score. We got 1:18 remaining. Northrop, a 41-0 lead at halftime. We got a running clock over there at Concordia in the second half. Of course, I believe everybody agrees with me. The SAC is just a little bit silly anymore with, you know, those two divisions, and you got Southside playing Carroll every year, which 1st down and 10. Quick pass is taken by Tackwell. Tripped up out at about the 45-yard line, a gain of 6 on the play. Tackwell already touchdown in this game. So all the East Noble people, I shouldn't say that, just Fred saying, I'm a little bit worried about Bishop Dwenger in that sectional. You remember East Noble last year went to Dwenger and handed it to the Saints. That Dwenger defense is as good as it gets. Look at Nate Foster running through tacklers down to the 46-yard line. It's getting 10 yards on the play for Foster. It's Alex Phillips in on the stop.
Lions have the ball 1st and 10.
Here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay, Nate Foster can get up on you real fast, but right there being stymied and running through the tackler. 1st down and 10 now from the East Noble 46. Stoller with the swing pass out to Foster. And out there is Alex Phillips as he'll be knocked out at the 46, gain of no yards on the play.
Foster stopped by Phillips and Phillips.
Let's take a look at that Bishop Lures and Northside game and see what's going on. 21. See, the thing about Lures is 21-14, Lures still on top. Thing about Lures is they got probably the best defensive line in northern Indiana, one of the best in the whole state. 4th quarter coming up, everybody. Throw the 4s in the air. This is a gut check in Indiana high school football. We'll be right back.
Here, Every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a whole lot of everything and I come from nothing. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing. But now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from nothing. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light. Ran the streets sometimes.
Welcome back, everybody. Mr. Brightside on the speakers here in Kendallville as we got second down and 10 now from the Knights' 46-yard line. Stoller looking deep again, throwing into double coverage.
Pass is incomplete.
Tough one to handle there. Kloffenstein along with Kinchy in the area. Only 5 seconds ticking off the clock. 11:55 left to play here in the fourth. East Noble with a 22-point lead. 3-possession game here for Leo. Third down and 10, and that ball is going to roll back to Stoller. Look at Stoller evade the first tackler. Work his way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play will bring up 4th down and 4. Alex Phillips in on the tackle, and yeah, you got to go for it here. No choice for Coach Dorfler but to go for it on 4th down and 5. Spread formation as Stoller looks over to the sideline. Dorfler's got the play for him. Foster signaling it out to the outside receiver. That is Tackwell. Stoller winds up, and beautiful pitch and catch. Diving his way for the first down was Kinchy. Great job by Kinchy, hauling that ball in and getting upfield. Lickety-split. And then diving for the first down. Now, we do got hurry up here for Leo, as they got to hurry up and get points on the board. Good job by Kinchy. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Foster spinning off a tackle again. And another tackle, still on his feet, inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. 16-yard gain by Nate Foster on spin cycle. The balance of Nate Foster, the ability to elude tacklers while still keeping momentum and a burst of speed. Foster spin, whoop, and whoop, and woo. Timeout going to be called. First timeout of the second half here by the Leo Lions. As I reset my timeouts. And timeout.
Timeout, East Noble.
Folks, we already talked about how amazing a sponsor Sioka Restoration and Cleaning is. Did you guys know that online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility? Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Folks, it may have taken me 8 years to get a degree, but you can get yours in 12 months. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. That's tjwindustrial.com. I mean, they are professionals. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are La Una. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge training program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance. Back to the action at hand. 42-20 is your score, and 10:36 is on the clock. It's first down and 10 from the 19-yard line. They got music playing here as the game's going on. Touchdown! Stoller to number 3, Luke Tackwell. His second touchdown in this game. Business, though. We ain't got time to celebrate. We need 2 more scores on the board. Got to get these PATs in and in to attempt it. It's Leo Zink at number 23 for the Lions. It's up, and it might be wide left. No good. But once again, folks, earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge training program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And guys, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so every time we have a broadcast, whether it's volleyball, boys soccer, girls soccer, wrestling, football, basketball, boys volleyball, you name it, you want to get notified to see these young athletes in the 260 represent your town, because they do a great, great job. We are so honored to be able to bring you guys the video, the content, the love on our student athletes here in Northeast Indiana. 10:31 on the clock after Tackwell's second touchdown and the second PAT. Well, this one was missed wide left. The first one was blocked. But that's the kind of pressure that East Noble's bringing.
The ball up for the Lions.
Bishop Dwenger up 15-3 on Homestead. Carroll up 47-14 on Snyder. Northrop 41-6 on Concordia. Bishop Lures 21-14. Southside 21-0 against Wayne. DeKalb 21-7 against CC. New Haven 42-7 against Norwell. Kicked out of bounds. Flag on the play. Huntington North beating Belmont 42-12. West Noble on top of Fairfield 35-14. Huge shout out to the Sideline Swami bringing you the scores during this broadcast. Remember, folks, you can check out the Swami every Thursday at 7 p.m. on Summit City Sports on Around the Fort, a podcast where we break down all the games from the Northeast Indiana Game Night magazine put together by the Swami himself. Swami been doing it for nearly 30 years. And that's just game night. That doesn't include his work as a newspaper writer. 10:31 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Riley Biddle back on the field for the Knights. Austin Phillips looking to get around the corner, cuts it upfield. It's not easy to do when you're going full speed towards the sideline and then change direction and get upfield. That's a nice gain for Phillips of 8 yards. Both of these teams playing tempo in this game, quickly getting up to the offensive line and getting the plays off. Not so much on this play, but, throughout the course of the game, it has been happening. 17 seconds on the play clock. We're inside 10 minutes to play, 9:55 and counting. Two wide receivers on the top of your screen. Alex Phillips in the slot. Aiden Lay going to move to the left side of the line along with Keon Quake. And Austin Phillips for the first down with the stop for Leo was Bo Schwartz.
Austin Phillips on the carry, stop made by number 6, Bo Schwartz. Not before Phillips picks up an East Noble first down.
So we haven't mentioned Cohen Quake, excuse me. Sorry, guys, I can't see. Well, I have bifocals on. And this just happened like 2 years ago, so I used to have pretty decent vision. Now I got these bifocals, and they're so weird. First down and 10 from the Leo 37-yard line. Handoff, that's Nyman. And, oh, my, nowhere to go for Lucas as there was a guy to his right, guy to his left, a guy in front of him, a couple guys backing those guys up. That one was a tough one.
Ruled a 1-yard gain.
That's about as tough as a
Second down.
1-yard gain as you're going to find here in Northeast Indiana. Here in Kendallville, we're really close to Ohio and Michigan. Imagine that one, everybody. Second down and 9. Alex Phillips on the bottom of your screen. Aiden Lay on the wing, the right wing. Biddle going that direction with Phillips as a lead blocker, and that was nicely played by Paul Woods. Woods did a good job of getting to the edge and forcing Biddle back to the middle of the field where he had helpers. One of those helpers was Bo Schwartz, number 6. Really impressed with Paul Woods as a football player. Let me see if we can find some defensive stats for you, too. On PressBoxStats.com, where you can follow along, Leo uses it, Andy Snowball, 3rd down and 4 from the 31-yard line of the Lions. Play action pass. They have a man. That's Alex Scott. Splitting defenders. And the shoestring tackle takes him down to the 5-yard line. Nate Foster along with Gavin Trish on the stop.
Nathan Foster. First and goal for the Knights on the 5.
Watch Riley Biddle just sling this pass in to Alex Scott. Come on, replay. Beautiful pass as Scott splits defenders, getting about 8 yards after first contact. Brings up first and goal from the 5. Bunch line up to the right of the line. Austin Phillips evades one tackler, runs through another. 5-yard touchdown for the freshman. Austin Phillips will not be denied. The freight train is rolling in Kendallville. Matter of fact, that's the 918 train here in Northeast Indiana. We don't have the Scissors Lift fans in attendance for this game. I do miss those guys. Back up their truck with the Scissors Lift. And the PAT is up and it's good by Evan Sells. Well, I must say, that's one of the prettiest. Holy moly. Pat, they get you on that one up there, shaking that camera for us. You know it's coming. You know that one's coming. The big boomstick. Check out Austin Phillips here, guys. I mean, he's got a man in his grill right there, and it's a defensive lineman. And they can't contain Austin Phillips. Guys, I forget to mention that Austin Phillips is a freshman, 6'1", 200 pounds. Lays down on the bench with 225 on the bar and has got no problem with it. I mean, he's a freshman in high school. My freshman year in college, and I hate to admit this, but I had to tell him, let's take the 45 off and put a 25 on. I'm repping out 185. And I was a starting middle linebacker. Yeah, so the strength and conditioning program at Bishop Dwenger was, well, nil at the time. Actually, can we go back and delete that? Can we retract that? 7-17 on the board, 49-26. East Noble in the house. Now, I will say that my guy, Gene Sion, who was also a starting linebacker, he and I had to put 185s on the board. We both started and both had heck of a careers. This ball, oh, look at Perlick bursting through. Gets around the kicker down the sideline and just lost his momentum. I'm not sure that he cramped up there. He might have had a little cramp in that calf, on that right calf, as you can see him hobbling a little bit. Take another look here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Hey, love you, Gene. Didn't mean to broadcast that live to the world. Look at that hole, and he bursts it out wide, and the speed takes a good angle there. And, his momentum was taking him out of bounds. It was just hard for him to tippy-toe that sideline. And just like that, Leo is in good shape. 1st and 10 from the Knights' 43-yard line. Handoff goes to Foster. Cutting it up. Breaks the tackle. Foster is going to take this one to the house. 43-yard touchdown in this track meet we call a football game in Kendallville, Indiana. Foster in for 6. Oops. Didn't mean to add the points to East Noble. Leo fans are like, really, bro? Like they need you to give them more? 49-32 is your score inside 7 minutes to play. 6:58 on the clock. Nate Foster, the greatness that is. Got to go for 2 on this one. Spread formation. Tackwell on the bottom of your screen as Pat zooms in nicely to the box. Pass coming up, and it is Tackwell. Oh, that was snuffed out by Alex Scott.
Pass is complete. Stop made immediately by number 4, Alex Scott.
Great coverage there by the cornerback on the bottom of the screen. As we check out Scott here. Stoller, he knew where he was going with it right away. That was a wide receiver screen. But Alex Scott blew that play up, as he should, and as he did. Delivering on the play was number 4, Alexander Scott. So 6:58 still on the clock after the 2-point conversion attempt. Folks, I'm calling games at Manchester University now, and I couldn't be more proud to be calling games for the Spartans in North Manchester, Indiana. Hey, guess who's on the team? DJ Plattner. And I did get to see him on the field as they used him on the offense a little bit this past Saturday. Shout out to Dallas Plattner. Had a fantastic career here at East Noble. And now putting in work for the Manchester Spartans. That's what the Spartans need. They need a couple more winners on that roster to get that program going in the right direction. I think bringing me on is another step in the right direction, not trying to brag. And the kick is up. The onside kick. Hands team, got to cover it. That's East Noble football right there. Nah, man, I'm going to pick it up and try to get me some stats too. Riley Biddle's been going crazy here. That was Getz with the return. One of my new favorite players. Where are we at here? Riley Biddle, 11 of 16, 255 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Austin Phillips, 13 rushes, 157 yards. 3-touchdown game for Austin Phillips. How about that? Austin Phillips comes into this game with 3 touchdowns, and he doubles it up here in week number 5. Austin Phillips now has 6 rushing touchdowns on the season. Not three, but 6 on the season. So it's 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Phillips is out there like, I'm looking to get number 4, a new career high. Phillips takes it once again around the right edge. And good job stringing that play out by number 15, Isaiah Detmers.
Chase out of bounds with number 19, Isaac Smith.
Detmer is a sophomore at 5'11", 160 pounds. Has a team high 24 tackles and 1 pass defended for the Leo Lions. That's good stuff right there by Detmer as a safety. Strong safety here for Leo. You got Brett Sauter on your defense, and Detmer's his leading tackler. Play action pass, throwing it off his heel, up for Scott, and it's caught in for the touchdown. No. But it was a great play.
Tripped up by number 22.
I mean, that just goes to show you the arm strength right here. I mean, you're throwing this ball.
Looks like they spotted it on the one.
On your back heel. You see right here the pressure coming. Not really stepping into that throw, but still slinging it as only Riley Biddle can. 47-6, that's a final. Northrop on top of Concordia. First and goal from the 2-yard line for the Knights. Shotgun formation. Biddle going to keep it himself for the touch. I mean, he just sniffs that goal line, and it's a no-brainer. As Nighty the Knight on the scoreboard throws his arms in the air for 6. Of course, Nighty Knight, the mascot here. Over at Manchester, their mascot is called Manny. Maybe East Noble should call their mascot Nobly. Extra point is up. That was, I believe that hit one of the uprights and deflected back in. Let's take another look at that on the Innocent hitting and replay. Did it hit the left upright and then bounce in? Evan Sells perfect now. 7 times 8 is 56, so that's 8 PATs. I know it took me forever to graduate college, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Man, the band is sounding good tonight. Out of the north end zone. Hopefully my boom mic's picking that up, everybody. And that's some good stuff right there. This is a college atmosphere. Better than most college atmospheres, to be honest with you. Member college, you have D3, NAIA, D2, D1, AA, mid-major, major. Of course, I don't like how Division I is structured anymore also. We need to have 2 divisions, your Premier League and your Champions League. Top 32 teams go up into Premier. Bottom, I think it's 34 teams into Championship. And every single year, 12 teams make it to the Premier Championship. Those 12 teams are guaranteed a spot in Premier the following year. I mean, the excitement will just be off the charts. Just like Tayden Getz. Getz has been out of control in this game, as have I. 6:08 on the clock in the fourth quarter. Gates and Landon Mills really making a name for themselves. Stoller back out for Leo. And I really do like the improvements that Stoller has made. I mean, he is passing the ball downfield now. 12 of 18 passing for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. The offense has been just fine here for Leo. That's going to be a small gain for Nate Foster. I mean, come on, the Lions have put up 32 points against a team that only gives up 5 points a game.
Also going quick there.
East Noble heading into this matchup, 33 points scored, 5 points given up. Leo, 30 points scored, 9 points given up. That's heading into tonight's contest. Offset left is Foster with trips to the top of your screen. 5:32 on the clock. Nate. That's a new running back. It's number 32. Aaron Perlick. Once again, just a freshman. Future's bright here for both squads. You know, Leo, before joining the NE8, I think that's 2014, I mean, they had rattled off a slew of ACAC championships. Like 5 in a row. 3rd down and 3. That was under head coach Jared Sauter. Regarded as one of the better O-line coaches in Northern Indiana. New quarterback into this game as well.
is number 7, Luke Marquardt. Marquardt, a sophomore, 5'10", 150 pounds. So, time to punt it. It's Caden Dahl to punt. I mean, coming out here without Kellen Holbert is a huge, huge loss for Leo, number 10. Back to return it, Alex Scott. Dahl's punt. Spiral. As it rolls to the 26-yard line. Actually, 25.5.
Down by number 4, Landon Foster, where the Knights will start out first and 10.
So with 4:29 remaining, we'll see if some backups get into the game for East Noble, and I believe they will. How about Ashton Wade? No, Bo Sterling, a freshman QB at 6'2", 160 pounds. Are we going to see the freshman QB, the future of the East Noble Knights football program? Yes, sir. Bo Sterling. You know who else is 6'2"? Job Richmond over at Eastside. You guys, he is a good player.
Timeout, East Noble.
Timeout going to be called by the Knights. We're going to take one with them. You're watching Indiana High School football on Summit City Sports. Shout out to Ryan Dellinger watching from Florida.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level.
Abort. We are back to the action. 4:28 on the clock. And we got pretty much all second string in there. That was Nyman with the carry.
Lucas Nyman on the carry, gain of 1.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. A lot of reserves in here for Leo as well. Getting some good varsity action are these guys. You never know when you're going to have a guy go down and it's next man up, and it could be one of these reserves to fill in. Now, right now, they're playing with their fellow reserves, but it's good to get this Friday night varsity experience in front of a packed house here at East Noble. Look at that, bursting through. Is that Paul Woods, number 34? Yes, sir.
Lucas Nyman on the carry, loss on the play, brings up 3rd and 12.
Not Paul Woods. He is 24. That was Noah Workman. Sophomore LB. Noah Workman, beautiful looking play. Brings up 3rd down and 12 after the loss of 2. This is the freshman quarterback for East Noble, Bo Sterling. Lucas Nyman, and we could have a face mask there. Nyman, that's a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Gain of about.
No face mask. I guess he was just swung down. Take another look here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. It brings up 4th and 8. Bo Sterling.
Gavin Trish deep for the Lions.
Hope that was it right there. New returner in for Leo. It's Riley Biddle to punt it away. Riley Biddle's one of those guys, like, you almost have to lock him up on the sideline because he's always going to win the game. That's a big punt by Riley Biddle from the 28 all the way to the opposite 23 and a half.
Biddle's punt rolls dead on the.
So we got 22 and another 25. So at least a 47-yard punt. You got all that one. Marquardt going to be your quarterback here for Leo with 2:08 left to play in this game. Player of the game is going to have to go to the freshman, Austin Phillips. He set the tone early on, tracking down Titus Stoller with the forced fumble. Alex Scott recovers it. Great game by the freshman. And look at Perlick getting it done. Busted it out wide. Perlick, they're going to have to track him down out at the 30-yard line. Aaron Perlick showing you the Jets. Wasn't it Benny the Jet on Sandlot? The guy that eventually played for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Boy, could he run. First down and 10 now from the East Noble 30-yard line. Perlick out of this game. Handoff goes to number 20. That is Braxton Merida.
Braxton Merida on the carry.
Checking in for East Noble's number 13, Ashton Wade.
Number 57, Aiden Gamble.
Gamble with the stop for East Noble. So I'll bring up second down and 10 here from the 30. Marquardt, read option, going to keep it himself. Nice run for Marquardt. He's got 15 yards and more. That's a first down for Leo.
Marquardt on the carry.
Great read by Luke Marquardt.
Ashton Wade.
Again, the future's bright here for East Noble. Brings up first down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Handoff. It's a good-looking running back for Leo. Is he in, hitting the pylon? Once again, number 34, Noah Workman. They got some good young players on both of these teams. Workman, offset left. Marquardt out of the shotgun. Here on first and goal, Workman working his way through tacklers for the touchdown.
Noah Workman in for a Leo touchdown.
Noah Workman for 6. Working the defense. .47 seconds. 56-38. Knights on top. So yeah, everybody, your player of the game is going to be Austin Phillips. Your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. Austin, 14 carries, 158 yards, 3 touchdowns. As the 2-point conversion is good for Leo. That was number 30, Max Hartman. So Phillips, 14 rushes, 158 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 11.3 yards per carry with that long of 93. And we don't have tackles yet, but we do know that Phillips, well, he at least had 2 tackles for a loss. And he also had that forced fumble, which was a thing of beauty when you can come by with the swipe. They didn't teach that as much when I was playing ball. Guess they were just happy if we could make a tackle. I did have
Isaiah Coleman teeing the ball up.
Isaiah Coleman back in the house. 142 tackles my senior year. At least that's what the newspaper clipping said. But that was second best. There was a linebacker from Lures that had even more. Coolman. The toe bash taken from the 26-yard line. Victory formation coming out. It's the sweetest play.
And downs it on the 27.
Do you see Ian Ramey down on the sideline, hanging out with his buddy Xavier Palacios, the senior at 6 foot 205, starting right tackle. Ramey actually just hanging out with the offensive line. Victory. And kneeling it down there is the freshman QB, Bo Sterling. We got 36 seconds on the play clock, so that should do it for this game, everybody. As East Noble's going to win this one 58-38. The win streak continues here for the Knights against Leo. The last time Leo has beaten East Noble, you have to go back to September 15th at East Noble, 14-7 win. That was in the 2003 season, beating East Noble twice. October the 27th, also 45-42. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. My name is Jeff Mahoney. We had Pat Reith on camera. If you want to check out the stats right away, go to PressBoxStats.com. Rob Brent from East Noble doing a great job here bringing you those stats. Until next time, have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Once again, Austin Phillips, the freshman running back linebacker, your PSM player of the game.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season.
Financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
But now I got a whole lot of everything and I come from nothing. And now the whole world gon' know my name, and I used to have nothing. But now I got a whole lot of everything, that's why I come from nothing. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light. Ran the streets, I'm tired, couldn't sleep like.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help